Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From the post-millennial, or PM? Yes, well. Okay. John Cleese says he identifies as Cambodian policewoman, calls out woke culture. Well, on that note, I identify myself as a Mexican hooker. Am I hot or am I hot? As the big tech tyrant tightened their grip, join us for more. Ooh. That's definitely not part of the article. Monty Python star and beloved comedian John Cleese was subject to criticism on Saturday evening when his support for J.K. Rowling became a contentious topic. For some Twitter followers, Cleese self-identifies as... self-describes as a liberal and is deeply opposed to Donald Trump. Well, nobody's perfect. Cleese self-describes... Okay, I already read that, but has also been vocally supportive of free speech and opposed to cancel culture. Yeah, well, that keeps on happening, and I'm gonna probably deal with that with another article later on. Maybe. The controversy began after Twitter user reposted an old tweet of Cleese's where he showed solidarity to J.K. Rowling. Rowling is considered a verboten figure as she has been accused of transphobia due to her feminist stance on women's spaces and trans identity. Yes, exactly. How dare women have their own sports, or how dare women have things targeted for women. It's pretty much the same thing for men, but in this case I'm talking about women. How dare women? How dare they? How dare they compete on sports without, well, a male shoving up themselves up on their space? As you know, even after you go through transition, especially if you go through transition late, you're still gonna have your male muscles, you're still gonna have your male bones, you're still gonna be taller, you're still gonna be stronger, you're still gonna have your male body, even if you have surgery to look like a woman. I am sorry, but that's what it is. It is what it is. For instance, no matter how often you shove yourself with hormones, you're still gonna have that hook over here on your skull, which is one of the best examples I can actually give you, that you can actually see for yourself, that I can show you through a video, can point it out. That bone connects with a muscle that connects to your jaw. As a male, that is going to be useful, still is somewhat, but much more useful if you were, I don't know, a nomad, or somebody way hundreds of years, thousands of years before agriculture took off, in which you needed your jaws to hold your tools when you were hunting. That was very useful back then. Today, not so much, really. But another thing that you must note is this as well. Over here you have on your jaw, it's kind of like a hook. Obviously you're not gonna see these through my beard. Let's see. I think you can actually see a little bit over here. As here, you can see it over here. Yeah, I can see it. Well, you can barely see it due to my beard, but either way, it's there to hold muscles. And that's not something that women have. And that's something that a lot of feminization surgery try to address, but not completely. You can also have it over here as well. It's a lot of things that make you a male and will give you a physical advantage over females. And that's what one of the things that J.K. Rowling was talking about. Even though she's a woke, insufferably woke, and absurdly, annoyingly extra woke. Did I say she's woke? Did I mention she's woke? Because I'm pretty sure I mentioned she's woke, but either way, she's very woke. Either way, that's one of the things that he is mentioning, and I don't think anybody can and will and should be cancel over opinions like this, even though it is based on facts. Oh well, let's keep on going. Let's see. What did the poor little John Cleese say? I absolutely love him, despite him not liking Trump, but nobody's perfect. What would you like me to tell, Mr. Jogan? Do tell. Dear twits, either way, it works. I have added my name to the signatories of the letter in solidarity with J.K. Rowling. If I was somebody, I would add my name as well, even though I may disagree with 80 to 70% of J.K. Rowling says. But here we are. I'm proud to be in a distinguished company of Ian MacEwan, Andrew Davies, Francis Welch, Lionel Shriver, Ben Miller, Tom Stoppard, Francis Barber, Griff Rhys-Jones, and Matthew Dacona. Yes. Do tell. What is to tell, Mr. Jokin? This led to John Cleese being accused of standing in solidarity of transphobia and discrimination. These people, they definitely need a boogeyman to slay. When there is no boogeyman, or at least a boogeyman that their skills allows them to slay, they won't shut up. They definitely need their boogeyman. But this leads me to another thing. These people are so useless that a real boogeyman is way above their boogeyman slaying skills. So what do they do? What do they do when there is a shortage of crappy boogeyman? Well, they need to create their own boogeyman. So that's the only way. Their own skills. That's the only way they can actually slay somebody. They need to create a boogeyman, because that's the only skills they have. So they go on and slay that boogeyman. Either way, let's keep going. This letter, okay, yes. Okay, let's read what this little useless shit said. That you're standing in solidarity with transphobia and discrimination. Oh my lord! Yes, and torturing small animals and setting fire to babies. Are you psychic? Yes, not only setting fire to babies, but stealing their damn lollipop. How dare you! They're stealing their own candy. How dare you! That's like worse, but worse than Hitler. Dear me. In response to the barrage of activists attacking the comedian, Cheese. That's a good one. Cleese stated, if you can't control your emotions, you are forced to control other people's behavior. Exactly. That's their biggest skill and their only skill, which I say is worse than... is even more useless than paperweight. And quite frankly, paperweight is definitely way more useful than those things, especially on a windy day. What use do you have for an activist like these people? I still can't think of what you can use these people for. I'm thinking of something here. Besides wasting oxygen, I can't think of anything else. Anyway, that's why the touchiest, most oversensitive and easily upset must not set the standard for the rest of us, he said. I absolutely agree. One user raged against Cleese. Why the fuck can't you just let people be who they want to be? Do you actually think there is some deep conspiracy to turn people against their genders, or do you like her as a person, therefore there isn't anything she can do wrong, end quote. Somebody's hurt. Deep down, I want to be a Cambodian policewoman. Is that allowed, or am I being unrealistic? Well, John Cleese, I don't think you're being unrealistic, because deep down, I also want to be a Mexican hooker, a discount Mexican hooker. Because, after all, I am fabulous. Finally, when asked directly on what he thinks of trans folks, oh dear lord, Please, oh, don't forget, you actually need to replace the KS with an X. If anything I have learned from that cut video that got ratioed badly, it's that folks is written with an X, not with a KS. Please remarked, I'm afraid I'm not that interested in trans folks. I just hope they're happy and that people treat them kindly. If that's not enough for some people. I'm afraid I'm not that interested to treat them kindly. Right now I'm more focused on threats to democracy in America, the rampant corruption in the UK, and the appalling British press. The revelation about police brutality. Yes, those things are definitely worthy more to worry about than this. Although the threats to democracy, I have to say it's the Democrats who are definitely stealing the election, but Cleese then sent a psychometric response and replied with a comparison to issues mattering most to him in this moment. Okay, I already read that tweet. Let's see. Press revelations about police. The Wuhan virus, incompetence of the British government. I have to say, I have to agree on that one. They are pretty much being very incompetent and bordering on authoritarianism. But what can you say? China's complete disregard for the necessity to abandon fossil fuels. That's China. What can you do? No, China never cared about anybody else but China. And quite frankly, not even China itself cares about China, just the Communist Party. That's all they care about. The developments of France between Macron and the terrorists, diabetes, and the recent deaths of several of my close friends. John Cleese has been subject to controversy before, but he remains one of the most prominent comedic voices in his generation. He is also considered to be deeply intellectual. As cancel culture runs rampant over people's careers, John Cleese appears to be Teflon. Oh, Teflon. I like that. He's good, really good. And the complete lack of perspective that bothers me, of course, that goes with a complete lack of sense of humor. Heard the woke joke yet? No. Coming from the woke, or the wokerati, or the woke gang, the pronoun mafia, or things like that? No. Not even a single joke. Not even a single funny joke from them. But a joke at their expense? Yes, quite a few. Especially in meme format. Now those are a lot. Even I am capable of making the joke one. Yesterday I made the joke of one woke useless weight, but either way, let's keep going. And John, the mob doesn't care about those things. They demand you comply on social justice issues or face the gulag. Yes, exactly. Oh well, okay, that finishes the article. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of my useless opinions. Which is definitely more useful than those activists. Either way, thank you for watching. Good night.